Hello, gorgeous. I am back today, and today we're talking about the $1,000,000 babe. I know I do a lot of content here about self-aware Barbies and their inner work, but today I wanted to take you guys a little bit deeper into the world of the $1,000,000 babe. You guys know tomorrow, 11/11 at 11/11, my new course, the $1,000,000 babe, is starting. So I wanted to kind of give you a sneak peek of how that course is going to run and what kind of content and things we will be discussing. So I sent out an email yesterday with these 3 flavors of the $1,000,000 babe sort of listed. So number 1 is the path of the goddess. And you may be surprised or maybe not surprised to learn that this one is one that the $1,000,000 babe shares with the self-aware Barbie. This is an essential flavor of the divine feminine. Without the goddess, the internal mentor and guide is not there. So think of it as sort of your eyes and ears on the metaphysical plane while you navigate the physical plane here. When you're too off course, she's going to give you that internal nudge to be put back on course. It's kind of like the GPS rerouting us. So the path of the goddess is all about honoring our own and other people's free will. It's also about setting healthy boundaries for ourselves and helping maintain that for other people. And it's also about seeing everyone as capable and learning to stay in our own lane and let the course for other people play out, because they too have their own internal guidance system, just like we do. And so the goddess obviously understands that. So the first 2 weeks of the $1,000,000 babe course will be focusing on the path of the goddess, as this is one that's most familiar for the self-aware Barbie. And so we will be doing deep healing work, inner work. We're going to be doing releasing work, manifestation work, meditations, all kinds of work to make sure that that is now embodied. So you're not doing that teetering thing that sometimes self-aware Barbies are known for, where they take 10 steps forward and then they completely self-sabotage and derail. So this is where it gets to be an initiation process for you and a rite of passage, so that you do not go backwards. The second one is the path of the queen. And the path of the queen is all about devotion to your people. Now, if you really think of the energy of the queen, right, we know her as this very luxurious being that kind of has some people worshiping her, looking up to her, seeing her as an important influence. So the queen brings forth certain embodiments for us, and the $1,000,000 babe is all about that queen energy. So she understands emotional control. Think of the queen, right? She doesn't have she doesn't lose it. She has a certain composure. She has a certain poise about her. And so that's where that comes from. Queens have also been known to say, don't explain, don't complain. That's a very famous quote from the late Queen Elizabeth, right? So we learn how to have that emotional control. And also the second part of it is devotion. She is devoted to her people. In fact, she is of the people, right? There is no queen without the people. So, where the goddess can sometimes to some people seem a little bit what would be defined as like selfish, because she's in her own lane. I don't see that as selfish, but you know what I mean. The queen is actually more of embodied in devotion, because she is standing for a larger mission, a larger group of people, and she's devoted to that cause and to those people. Okay, so the second 2 weeks of the $1,000,000 babe course will be focused heavily on the path of the queen. Now, the third divine feminine flavor that the $1,000,000 babe is all about is the path of the priestess. The priestess is definitely one of my favorite flavors. Actually, I love them all, but I do have a soft spot for this one, because she is part human, part divine. Okay, so part of her lives in the metaphysical plane, and part of her lives in the physical plane. And because of that, she is very spiritual, but also very grounded, right? Like, she's not the kind of spirituality that can seem kind of airy-fairy, or they're just like esoteric concepts that you don't know what to do with. she's very much of this planet, but then also of the divine. And here's where she stands for the larger collective consciousness, the larger, goal of society, and not just for what she can get from the field, right? So there comes a time in every $1 million babe's life where she's done the thing. She's manifested all the things she wants to manifest. And in fact, when she wants more things, she knows how to manifest those too. She's got the relationship, the health, the money, the house, the car, the closet, right? Like she's got the friends, she's got all the things. And that's when that internal high priestess, the high-end divinity, starts calling you. And so the path of the priestess is what the $1 million babe shares with the high-end divinity. And that's when you're like, okay, I got everything and this feels delicious, but I know that there's more to life. How can I give from my overflow? How can I stand for something larger than me, even larger than my people, like the collective? How can I stand for the galaxy, the universe, like beyond even this planet? And so that's what starts kind of merging her into the next level, which is the high-end divinity. So these are all three really powerful initiations and processes for you to embody if you really want to live and stay in the $1 million babe. And remember that as part of everyone's journey, of course, there is that time where we're going back and forth between the 2 or 3 phases or consciousness. But if you really want to recode your identity, you want to maintain your footing in the next level for you, and then be able to embody that, hold that pose long enough so that you can truthfully go to the next phase instead of just spiritually bypassing your way there and then self-sabotaging anyways, okay? So the $1 million babe is currently enrolling. It starts tomorrow. You can purchase the course on its own or as part of a bundle, which is called the $1 million babe bundle. The bundle goes up in price tomorrow. It is highly discounted right now. If you look at the 3 courses that are coming in it, and then you see the prices of all 3 courses and this bundle, you will see how discounted it is. So you're saving thousands of dollars by buying this bundle. So instead of buying the 3 courses separately, the price goes up tomorrow. This is your last call for that. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.